The second notable factor was the decision by a few courageous men at the dawn of the 16th century to translate God's Word into the languages spoken by the common people. Many translators undertook this work at the risk of their lives. The church was horrified. A Bible in the hands of a God-fearing man or woman could be a dangerous weapon, or so the church leaders feared. And as the Bible became available, people did read it. As they read, they asked questions. Where in God's Word is there mention of purgatory, of paid masses for the dead, of popes and cardinals? From the point of view of the church, this was an outrage. How dare the multitudes question church leaders? The church fought back. Men and women were condemned for heresy because they rejected teachings of the church, some of which were based on the pagan philosophies of Aristotle and Plato, men who lived before Jesus Christ was born. The church handed down the death sentence. The state carried it out. The goal was to discourage people from reading the Bible and questioning the church. For the most part, the scheme worked. Nevertheless, a few brave souls refused to be cowed by Babylon the Great. They had now had a taste of God's Word, and they wanted more. The stage was being set for a future deliverance from false religion. Many who thirsted for Bible truth fled to countries where the influence of the church was less pervasive. They wanted to read and study and converse with one another without being told what to think.
A few courageous men and women at the dawn of the 21st century began to expose the teachings of the Watchtower. Many writers and YouTubers undertook this work at the risk of losing their families and friends through shunning. The Watchtower leaders were horrified. The truth about the truth in the hands of a man or woman could be a dangerous weapon, or so the Watchtower leaders feared. And as the writings and videos became available, people did read and watch them. As they watched, they asked questions. Where in God's Word is there mention of kingdom halls? Of a governing body? Of circuit overseers and pioneers? Of Watchtower literature needed to explain the Bible? Or of time cards? From the point of view of the Watchtower, this was an outrage. How dare the multitudes question the Watchtower leaders? The Watchtower fought back. Men and women were condemned for apostasy because they rejected teachings of the Watchtower. The governing body handed down the disfellowshipping sentence, the elders carried it out through judicial hearings. The goal was to discourage people from reading apostate literature or watching YouTube videos and questioning the Watchtower organization. For the most part, the scheme worked. Nevertheless, a few brave souls refused to be cowed by Watchtower leadership. They had now had a taste of the truth about the truth, and they wanted more. The stage was being set for a future deliverance from the false religion of the Watchtower organization. Many who thirsted for the truth about the truth fled to places where the influence of the Watchtower was less pervasive. They wanted to read and study and converse with one another without being told what to think by the governing body.